What's going on, y'all? So I ain't gonna talk y'all ear off too much, so I'm gonna get straight to it. The government just shut down today on 10/1/2025. It's finna get critical. So why is financial literacy important? Why is learning about what money is important? And what's next? That QE down there stands for quantitative easing. But before we get into that, let's skip over here to the left and get to the laws so I can explain to y'all why this stuff is important. So in 1865, they came out and basically ratified the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment actually says, if you read it closely, slavery and involuntary servitude has been abolished unless you have been duly convicted of a crime. That came out in 1865. What I want you guys to also look into is the vagrancy laws. That was basically similar to what homelessness is. What we know homelessness is today, it basically equals that you broke. In this case, Grants Pass versus Johnson, which I recommend everybody really read, because when you read it, what you're going to see is the Supreme Court decided in 2024 that the cities within the state can enforce homelessness as a crime, making homelessness illegal. And they say that you're going to be in jail for a short period of time, basically, right? But if you go up to the 13th Amendment, remember, involuntary servitude and slavery is abolished unless you have been duly convicted of a crime. So when homelessness becomes a crime, technically go back up to number one, which is 13th Amendment. But let's go down. What happened in 1866? They came out with convict leasing. What is convict leasing? The prisons is actually able to lease out the prisoners to private prisons. That came out in 1866, the year after the 13th Amendment. Make sure you guys focus on that. If you don't believe me that convict leasing is going on right now in today's time, Google that right there. What that says under that is Arizona contract with private prison, and in parentheses, it says 90% occupancy. Please look that up. So now we're going to go down to number 4. The current president is working on sending prisoners overseas to other countries. This is in 2025. And that's a quote that he said, because he wants to send them over to El Salvador, where MS-13 was originated. He said they have to build 5 more places, which means they have to build more prisons for as many as people that he getting ready to try to send over there. So this is why I set the school up, because this is what I'm trying to get everybody to understand in the shortest period of time. You have to look at this. 1865, look what happened in 1866. 2024, look what's going on in 2025. And now currently, the government just shut down today, where a lot of these federal employees is going to be having to go to work and work for free. But they bills ain't free. Rent due today too. Condos do. What about all these things that they got to pay for? Food and taking care of themselves. And then some of them are actually going to work for free for however long, and then they're going to be fired after that. Listen, this is why financial literacy is very important, and learning what money is very important. And I'm bringing this to you guys. So I want people to actually understand what's going on in the world, and I'm putting it in a way for you guys to understand it. And quantitative easing is what QE is. What that means is the government is going to print a shit ton of money. When I say a shit ton, I'm talking about a shit ton. If you go all the way back to Obama, when they did the $800 billion bailout, oh no, it's going to get bigger than that. So rewind this video, watch it again, learn something.